Hey guys, I'm the Berk and I do things. In today's video, I'm really excited for. I'm going to be looking back at all of my favorites from last summer, the summer of 2019. So I have all of my favorite products from June, July, and August to talk to you guys about. Some of these are definitely still favorites that I talk about often on my channel. Some of these have kind of been products that I've forgotten about. And some of these are products that I use a lot in my regular life that sometimes I kind of forget to mention on this channel. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my favorite products were last summer and if they are products that I'm still loving today, then keep on watching. Let's go. Okay, so we are going to start off with June, and the first product to talk about in June was a foundation, and this is the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation. I had actually purchased this, I want to say the summer before, so I bought this in the summer of 2018. I bought this in shade 3, which is more of a self-tan shade for me, so I actually haven't reached for this since last summer, since I'm just kind of now getting back into the self-tanning kick of things. But I do really like this foundation. It's not an all-time favorite to me now. I feel like once I discovered the L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation, that sort of outshined this foundation for me. So at this point, I really hadn't found my true love for Fresh Wear, but I still do like this product. It's one that I want to use up, but it's not one that I love enough anymore to repurchase. Then I had a Colourpop Super Shock in my favorites video, and I said I was really sad because they had discontinued it. It is the shade Koosh. I feel like I've talked about this on my channel before, but it's this really pretty like silvery metallic shade. It just hits the light so beautifully. Basically, Colourpop had brought back some of their discontinued shades, and I bought a few products, but then they went on to discontinue them again. So it's kind of frustrating as somebody on YouTube when brands do that. I used to not understand from a viewer standpoint why people cared so much when products were discontinued, but now as somebody like talking to you guys, it's very frustrating. I will try my hardest to link as many of these products down below for you guys as possible. But again, there is always that possibility that products have been discontinued. The next product was a bronzer from Makeup Revolution, and this is their Mega Bronzer in the shade Cool. Look at how big this thing is. I think this costs $5. I really enjoy this. It's a matte bronzer, and I really like that it's a pretty cool tone bronzer because when I am not self-tan, sometimes bronzers can pull a little warm on me, so I really do enjoy this. I do also really like how big this is. So if I compare it to the bronzer in my Shop My Stash, which is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, like it is significantly larger than that one. So I do still enjoy this. I think it's a great deal, especially because you get all of this product for about $5. It still remains something that I recommend. My next favorite was a mascara, and I don't have one of these open at this moment, but I do have one in my backup drawers, and it is the Wander Beauty Mile High Club mascara. I'm not going to open this right now because there are a few mascaras I'm trying to actively work through before I jump into my backups, but I really like this mascara. I believe I went through 2 of these maybe last year. I really do like it. Again, this one kind of got overlooked once I kind of discovered the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. However, this one is very similar to a tubing mascara. It's almost, it doesn't say it's a waterproof mascara, but like it kind of acts like one. And as somebody who has a lot of issues with their lashes, I usually go for something more waterproof or tubing mascara. So I still enjoy this one. I still would recommend it. And again, I have one of my backups because I really like it. And I'm very picky when it comes to mascaras. The next product is a pricey product. I actually got this in a kit I purchased from Birchbox, and this is from RMS Beauty, and this is their Luminizer Quad. This is the only product I own from RMS Beauty, but it is so nice. It's these like creamy highlights, but they're almost like these wet looking formula. So here's the Koosh Super Shock next to the RMS Beauty highlighter. Just like look how wet that looks on the skin. I love these for the summertime. I feel like every time Sephora has a sale since I've received this palette, I always am looking at the RMS Beauty products and like thinking about it. I haven't made the jump to actually buy something from RMS yet. However, I really do like these highlighters, and I still would recommend these. These especially I do like in the summertime. Okay, the next product I do not have with me because I fully used it up. This was called the Lipstick Queen Lip Restore Scrub, and this was like a little pen and it had a little scrubby at the end, and you would twist it and like lip balm basically would come up and you could like scrub your lips with them. I really did like this. I bought this on Kathleen Knight's recommendation. The reason I used it up and never bought it again is I have tons of lip balms and lip scrubs, and I don't feel like I need that one when I'm trying to work through so many others right now. However, I do like it. If I got it again, I would totally use it. It just isn't something I have repurchased quite yet. Now I have a bunch of makeup brushes to talk about. In general, there are quite a few like makeup tools in this video, but right now we got some makeup brushes. The first one is from Japonesque, and this is their 961 brush. I do not believe this is for sale any longer, which is very sad. Actually, after having this in my favorites video last summer, I went on to repurchase another one. I got both of them at TJ Maxx last summer. It's just a really nice quality brush. I like the density and the fluffiness and softness of the bristles. I definitely like this enough to consider buying other brushes from Japonesque. Again, I know that TJ Maxx's and Marshalls are not, I want to say, super safe at the moment. At least around me, they're not even open yet. But this is something that I, again, liked enough to buy another one. Still love it, still use it all the time. It washes very well. I mean, looks great. Totally still love it. Okay, this time last summer, I purchased a lot from BH Cosmetics. I believe it was in the Memorial Day sale. They had a lot of good deals on their brush sets. And I'm not sure if these sets are still available. If they are, I will definitely link them down below. However, I have two to talk about in this video. But other than this, I think I have total maybe 4 or 5 brush sets from BH Cosmetics. I just really like them in general. For the value you get, they create really good brushes, and it's always a good sale. They always have really good sales. I always recommend getting the BH Cosmetics brushes on sale. And I know if you buy specifically from their website, the first time you make a purchase from their website, you get like a 20% off coupon. So if you do it during a sale, you can get like whatever their sale is plus the 20%, which is what I think I did in this video. So I can show you these 2 brush sets that I have. I also don't know if I grabbed the full set. I tried to grab as many as I could find. So this first one is their marble brush set. These have marble handles with rose gold ferrules. These are very good quality. These are very soft. There's a pretty good variety. There's some eye brushes. There's a little duo fiber, a powder brush. This is more of like a foundation brush. There's a really big powder brush. This one is good for under eye setting. I also sometimes use this one for under eye setting. It's got a good variety. I really do like this brush set. But like I said, in general, a lot of the BH Cosmetics brush sets are really good quality. Another brush set I purchased was called the Fan Faves 2 brush set. Again, a really good brush set. I purchased this one specifically because Raw Beauty Christy always raved about this highlighter brush. So it was a big reason I bought this set. But you also got some, some concealer brushes, powder brush, foundation, kind of contouring, blush brush, like a whole bunch in this set too. Again, really good quality. These ones feel not as luxurious as the marble brush set, so the marble brush set is priced a little bit higher, but overall the quality of the actual like brushes and bristles feels fantastic. And I think when I had made my BH set, I was like $2 away from free shipping, so I bought a $2 brush, and it's really good. I still use it. This is from their Studio Pro line, and this is their number 5 fluffy brush. I use this a lot, especially like when I'm doing palette bingos and stuff. When I need like a nice big fluffy brush, it's really good quality. Again, washes really well. Totally a big fan of the BH Cosmetics brushes. I also know that I told you guys I would put together some sort of an affordable brush video. It's not happening quite yet, but maybe you can get some inspiration from this video in general because we have more brushes coming later. Continuing on in June, we then had the number 7 Match Made foundation drops. I talked about these in my number 1 products from drugstore brand video, I think that's what it's called. And I said, this is my favorite makeup product from number 7. These are literally what they say. They are foundation drops that you can add to your foundation to alter the color if the color does not match. I honestly have been considering picking up another so that I can have a drop that makes it more pale for when I am not self-tan. But in general, I really do like these products. You can a lot of times find number 7 makeup on sale at Target. That's where I purchased both of these from, and I still recommend them to this day. Okay, the next product to talk about was the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, like beginner set. It came with the little Cinema Secrets tin, which is this right here, and a much smaller size of the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner, which I have finished and gone on to purchase the full size. I really do love this. I bought this big one, I want to say in the fall time Sephora VIB sale. So since the fall time which it's probably been about half a year. I've used half of this bottle, so this one bottle probably will last me about a year. This is what I use to clean my eye makeup brushes. I love it. It makes it so fast, so easy. I put this stuff in the little tin, swirl my brushes, clean them really quickly. Super convenient. Definitely still use this all the time. Okay, another product that was in my June favorites that I kind of forgot about until recently, and it's funny because I just pulled this out this past week. I currently, as I'm filming this, I'm on like a little staycation with Scott. We were supposed to be going away to Canada this week, but we decided to still take the week off and just do like house projects around the house. And I just recently reached for my bio oil. I kind of forgot I had this until I was kind of like cleaning up and found it. And I forgot how much I loved it. I love to put this on after I take a shower. Another reason I like kind of remembered it is I was watching some video with Jessica Braun where she was talking about her Neutrogena body oil, which I'm not sure how comparable the two products are. And I went, wait, I have bio oil. I could probably do that too. So I've been trying to use this after I take showers, and I'm a big fan of it. I know I have not made a big dent in it, so it's really hard to like convince you probably, but I really like it. I think it's a really good product, and a little goes a long way with this. And I don't even, this isn't the full size. This is the 4.2 fluid ounce size. So I still would recommend this. I am trying to be better at using it more often. Okay, another favorite from the month of June were Invisibobbles. I had finally given in and started using them. I still like these, I still use these. So I tend to switch back and forth between scrunchies and Invisibobbles, but I'm usually wearing one of the two. I really like the way they hold my hair without leaving dents and without giving me a headache. I still am all about them. Okay, another favorite that made it into my year-end favorites, and I still have it, I haven't fully used it up yet, is from Tree Hut, and this is their moisturizing shave oil. This made it into my best of 2019 video. I always rave about Tree Hut. I'm such a big fan of their products. This is my all-time favorite shaving product. Again, I said this is the same one I have from a year ago in my favorites video. It is currently down to right here. So a little of this goes a long way. It's a really good value. It's not expensive at all. I totally will repurchase this if I ever run out of it, and it's been a big life changer for sure. The last favorite I had last June was White Bean Hummus. I haven't really gotten that since last summer, but it does sound very tasty to have right now, and I wish I had some, but I do not have any right now to show you. So now we can jump into my July favorites. I had a bunch of lip products that I was really enjoying. This first one, I feel like I talk about a lot on my channel. It's the CoverGirl Demi Matte Lipstick in the shade Streaker. This was definitely in my favorite products from brands video. This is my favorite product from CoverGirl. This is the shade Streaker. I love this formula. I love this lipstick. Not much has changed there. I had a liquid lipstick, and that is from Dose of Colors, and this is the Lazy Daisy shade that I received in a BoxyCharm. I love this. This is one of the shades that stays out on my vanity because it's one of my favorites, and it is that shade right there. Totally love this, totally recommend it. Big fan of it. I actually wore this shade just this past week. I had the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Manila. I purchased this because when Samantha March released her highlighter last summer, she also released some of her favorite shades of liquid lipstick, and this has gone on to definitely become my favorite shade of Ofra liquid lipstick. I'm totally into this shade. Such a big fan. I love the Ofra liquid lipstick formula. This is my favorite shade. One more lip product is from Colourpop, and this is their Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Scenic Route. I really do like the blotted lip formula. I know it's not everyone's favorite formula. I personally enjoy it. Scenic Route came out with like their California Love collection last year, so I'm not sure if this was a limited edition shade, but that's what it looks like. I think it's a really nice summery shade. I'm a big fan. Still recommend it. Another Colourpop product that made it into last July's favorites is the blush stick in the shade Hooked. This is currently in my Shop My Stash. I'm a big fan of this product. This, I love how travel friendly it is. I took this on my cruise with me in December and I wore it all the time. I just think it's such a nice shade. It's an easy product to wear. I usually use a stipple brush and just stipple it right onto my face. I think it's such a lovely, beautiful shade. Okay, my next July favorite was another Colourpop product, and that is the Honey palette. I still love this. I really enjoy yellow eyeshadow, so in those days when I want a little pop of yellow, this is where I go. I will say that my two favorite shades in this palette are Sweet Spot for a really nice just matte yellow, and Sunburst for a really pretty shimmer with a little yellow undertone. And then one of the highlighters that was my favorite in July was the Ofra March Beauty Word Highlighter, which has now been renamed the Ofra Star Inspired Highlighter. I still talk about this on my channel. I'm a big fan of it. It has Star Island and Pillow Talk mixed together. What more can I say? Big fan. I did have another highlighter, however. I don't know why my voice just got like that. And that is from the Collab brand, which is sold at Sally Beauty. And this is their highlighting powder and Glow for the Gold. And I really enjoyed this one too. I don't talk about this product a lot on my channel. I don't own a lot from Collab, but I do have this product and a foundation I really like. But look at how pretty that is. So yeah, I definitely still recommend this product. I did try a little eyeshadow palette from Collab also that I wasn't a big fan of, but I really do like this highlighter. Okay, I had the Becca Backlight Priming Filter in my favorites video, not because I had just recently discovered it, but because I had learned this trick from Kelly Gooch, which I can show you guys. So here's my shoulder. Pretend I'm out in the summery summer. And if you just kind of rub it on, it just gives you this really pretty glow. And it's not like super like sparkly or glittery where it's gonna like transfer everywhere. It just kind of gives you a nice glow, which I think is really pretty, and I'll probably be doing it this summer, maybe. Who knows what this summer will be though, honestly. I, for one, am not leaving my house anytime soon. I went to Home Depot to grab something for like 5 seconds this past week, and 2 employees were not properly wearing face masks. And I thought, you know what? This isn't worth it. Goodbye. All right. Then the next products I had were the e.l.f. face sponges. So I really like the e.l.f. face sponges. I talk about them a lot on my channel. I think this is the blending sponge and this is the total face sponge. Of the two, the total face sponge is my favorite. I think they both perform really well. The e.l.f. total face sponge though washes so easily, more easily than any sponge I've ever tried. So for me, like, that's a big win, and I like both. I really enjoy using both, but if I had to repurchase, I would repurchase this one. The next brush I'm going to talk about is the one I use with the Colourpop blush stick, and I talk about these a lot on my channel. These have different labelings, but it's the e.l.f. Airbrush Stipple Brush, or the 105 brush, whichever you want to call it. I originally bought this on Jessica Ravendall's recommendation. I talk about this a lot. I feel like it's the best brush I personally own for cream products and blending out cream products, hence why I bought a second. So I really still like these. They're a little bit pricey for the e.l.f. brand, but a lot of the times you can find some sort of a discount when it comes to e.l.f. cosmetics. Another drugstore brush that was in my favorites is from Real Techniques, and this is their 402 setting brush. This brush was actually in my top products from Ulta with a 5-star review. And this is the perfect size for setting under the eyes or for applying highlighter. I'm a big fan of it, highly recommend. Again, another great affordable brush option if you are looking for one. This next product is definitely something that has been dethroned. It is the Kirkland Daily Facial Towelettes that you can buy at Costco. So I kind of stopped using makeup removing wipes towards the end of last year. So this box that I bought of these wipes, I bought at the beginning of 2019, and I still have packs of these wipes left over. I try not to use wipes as much anymore. I really only use them for wiping swatches off. So any wipes I currently have are ones that are in my stash still from last year, or ones that have come into my life through like BoxyCharm, for example, stuff like that. So while I think these perform really well, they, I think, are even better than the Neutrogena ones, honestly. It's not something I'm going to be repurchasing. Another Invisibobble product that made it into my favorites is this scrunchie that has an Invisibobble inside of it. So it's the best of both worlds. I still have it, I still use it. It's like a velvety material. I actually went on and bought another one of these in the shade Black later on last year, so I'm still a fan. I had an SPF in my favorites. This is from Bare Republic, and this is their Mineral Sparkling Rose Metallic Shimmer SPF. So Bare Republic, I think, only makes mineral sunscreens. I do have one of their spray-on sunscreens, which is a very, very white, I think it's off, is it zinc oxide? Titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and it's very hard to rub in. This one, oh, so I'm gonna use this unused shoulder to show you guys what this one looks like. So when you pour it out originally, it's not quite white. It kind of has a pink hue to it, and maybe you will see as I rub it in. that instead of having a super white cast, it kind of has this pink like metallic hue to it, which I think kind of helps hide some of the more white cast that a mineral sunscreen can give. However, I feel like if you compare my shoulders, this one does seem a little bit more white than this one. My biggest issue with this is I think it looks beautiful on the skin, but blending it out turns your hands into this. So my recommendation with their metallic shimmer ones is, I also believe they have a like holographic one. This just happens to be their sparkling rose one, is use it inside before you go outside. Wash your hands off, but don't intend to go outside and reapply with this one because you're gonna get your hands covered in glitter and such. So this to me is like a first layer sunscreen, and then when you're done with it, you want to layer something else over it because it's a very messy sunscreen. That is my official SPF review. I had one last favorite in July, and that is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow Serum. I just repurchased this in the spring VIB sale from Sephora. I ran out of it early this year, really was missing it. It's such an amazing product. It's an AHA resurfacing night serum with hydrating honey and gentle flower acids. I can tell such a difference in my skin when I use this at night. It just makes my skin transform by the time I wake up in the morning. I'm a big proponent of this, highly recommend. And now we're into August. So August was kind of a funny month for me. I had been in the hospital 2 times at the end of July and was in an arm brace most of August. So I didn't have a ton of favorites, but I still have and love what I have in front of me. So the first big favorite of the month was the L'Oreal Fresh Wear. So it took 2 months for that to kind of overshine the benefit. But this shade here, 430, I've already gone through a full bottle. This is a second bottle of this. This one, the lighter shade, which I believe is in the shade 400, it feels like it's getting really down there. I just love this foundation. It has quickly become my all-time favorite foundation. Highly recommend if you have yet to try it. Now I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, and by a bunch I mean 3. The first being the Huda Beauty Smokey Obsessions palette. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. It's one of my favorite 9-pan palettes that I have from Huda. I think I got this in a Ipsy bag, or I think I added it on, I forget. But I'm a really big fan of it. I love the shades, and in the video I said it's very comparable to another favorite new palette, the ABH Sultry palette, which I had just recently found at TJ Maxx. I find that the tones within these palettes are very, very similar, and I feel like you could easily dupe each other with these palettes. But I really did enjoy these. I still enjoy these. I'm pretty sure this one made it into my year-long favorites. And then another palette that made it into my favorite palettes of 2019 is Colourpop Aren't You Glad? Love this palette. So this is my favorite monochromatic palette. I really like all of these tones. I'm a big fan of orange shadow. It's probably my favorite eyeshadow color to wear. I really wish it didn't have a pressed glitter. I've never actually used that. But overall, I really like this palette. I like that it has this darker shade where I can darken up a look. Big, big fan. Next, I had a setting spray. This is the Catrice Hydrating Prime and Care Spray. Refreshes the skin with aloe vera, matcha tea, and penenthanol. I really do like this product. Again, I have a lot of setting sprays and I am trying to work through them. So this one sometimes kind of gets forgotten. It's not as dewy as their fixing spray. This one is more of a hydrating spray that kind of hydrates the skin. I still really like it. I still recommend it. Catrice in general is a very affordable brand, and I think this is a really good product from them. Another product I talked about earlier when I was talking about the Wander Beauty mascara is the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. I just finished up a tube of this in last month's empty. These are the 2 backups I have in my backup drawer. The mini I bought as an add-on with Ipsy. The big one I added on with points. This is quickly become my favorite mascara. The only reason I'm not opening this is because I know if I open this, I will stop using the ones I have open because I love this one so much. So I'm trying to be patient and wait till I get through some more mascaras before I jump into these. Next, I had a dupe nail polish option. So it was actually a dupe for the color I'm wearing right now. My all-time favorite nail polish that I own is this NCLA nail polish in the shade Call My Agent. I'm wearing it on my toes, I'm wearing it on my fingers right now. It's just my all-time favorite shade. It's this like strawberry red shade. I think it's so beautiful in the summertime. but I found this one at Target last year. This is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry in Strawberry Heat. I think it's a really nice dupe for this more expensive polish. I really love the Sally Hansen Insta Dries. If you are in a rush, these are going to be your best friend. But if you are looking for something like that strawberry shade, I really found that this is a great dupe for this more expensive brand. We have one last product, and it's funny because it's a product I mentioned in my last month's empties video as something I really liked more than a product I had finished up, and it is the CeraVe Itch Relief Moisturizing Lotion. It's the same bottle I had last year. It feels like it's probably about right here. This is my go-to lotion when my skin is feeling itchy, which things happen and I get itchy. I had a really bad rash reaction from a deodorant last month, and I was lotioning up my armpits. Yep. This is my go-to product for when I'm itchy. I recommend it to people when they're itchy. I still love this. This is my favorite product that CeraVe makes. And they do make this in a really big tub, but like I said, this is their smaller 8 fluid ounce size, and I've had this for over a year and it's only halfway done. I'm totally fine getting these little ones. So yeah, that's how I feel. And yeah, that is it for reviewing my 2019 summer favorites. You'll have to let me know, do you guys use any of these products? Are they also your favorites, or have they been outshined by other products? Definitely let me know in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!